What is it that makes Ice-T and Coco such an enviable couple? How'd they get together? How do they keep the spark alive? We'll examine these questions and more as we take a look at their story and the secrets to their success. Lest we ever accuse Ice-T of being completely shallow, he admitted in an interview with Daily Mail that the first thing he noticed when he met his future wife, Coco Austin, wasn't her most obvious body part. He said it was her teeth, though he went on to add, "And then I saw her boobs, and then when she turned around, that big butt." Ah, yes, that's the Ice-T we know. The meeting happened on the set of a music video being filmed by one of Ice-T's friends. And as he recounted to Howard Stern, he'd been feeling grumpy that day. So his friends sent Coco over to try and cheer him up. The two struck up a conversation, and Ice-T asked Coco if she'd ever consider dating a gangster rapper. She said she would if they were nice, to which the hip-hop wordsmith replied, "Well, baby, you take the N off nice and you get ice." Interestingly, meeting on set runs in Coco's family. According to a HuffPost story, her parents also met while filming, this time on the set of the TV Western Bonanza. Surprisingly, the folks we welcomed into our living rooms as part of Ice Loves Coco really don't provide many sparks during their daily lives. As Ice-T told the Daily Mail, "They thought I'd be burying bodies in the back garden and Coco would be off stripping at birthday parties, but we're a normal couple with a normal relationship." Their daily lives were so mundane, actually, Ice-T thought they wouldn't make for good television. The Daily Mail quotes Ice-T as saying because the couple didn't fight and never produced much drama, that the show would be boring. But it took off, and 3 seasons later, they both added reality TV star to their already impressive resumes. Ice-T didn't immediately seem like the settle down and make a TV show type, but when he reached his early 40s, he was apparently ready to settle, telling the Daily Mail, "I was at a point in my life when I was ready to slow down. I wanted a partner." And though Coco Austin's kind demeanor and bubbly personality certainly helped the couple's cause, it was none other than the Prince of Darkness who truly inspired Ice-T to tie the knot, as he told Howard Stern. "I was studying Sharon Osbourne at the time. Would Ozzy have a house if it wasn't for Sharon?" 2 months later, Ice-T and Coco were married, but the Osbournes' inspiration didn't stop there, with Coco telling People magazine, "I model myself after Sharon. You know she has a crazy husband that's totally off the wall, and she just sticks by him no matter what. That's me too." Though Coco Austin has become known for her gifted backside, she wasn't always comfortable being so well endowed. In an interview with the Daily Mail, she revealed that her grandmother put her in girdles as early as 9 years old, and her family used to call her the crystal ball as they claimed they could see the future in her behind. It continued into Coco's career in the modeling world, where directors constantly told her she needed to lose weight, even driving her to a brief bout with bulimia. She also got breast implants at 18 in an effort to even out her curves. This changed when she met Ice-T, however, who made her feel more comfortable with her body, telling the publication, "My husband really turned it around. He said, 'You have a uniqueness to you. Why change it?'" As we saw in an episode of Ice Loves Coco, the voluptuous model declined a film role because it would have taken her away from the former body count frontman for too long. That may seem odd for celebrity couples, but it's not the least bit strange if you know much about Ice-T and Coco. In a 2012 interview with the Daily Mail, Ice-T and Coco said they'd never been apart for more than a day. And the same story repeated in an episode of Ice Loves Coco, during which she leaves for Arizona. The publication noted Ice-T looked particularly dour, which might explain why taking a long-term film job wasn't such an obvious choice for her. Ice Loves Coco wasn't the only TV show Ice-T and Coco Austin starred in. In 2015, the couple also starred in a talk show called Ice and Coco, which they promised during a promotional interview with People would delve even further into their home lives, while offering a freewheeling rock and roll addition to the typical daytime lineup. Ice-T and Coco started the show off with a bang, announcing during their opening monologues that Coco was pregnant with their first child.
Coco has a surprise for you.
I'm pregnant.
And where exactly does an SVU star and his model wife go after starting with that kind of sensation? The Washington Post chronicled the debut in one of the greatest pieces of daytime TV criticism ever written, recounting how the hosts launched into their bios while their pet bulldogs ran around the set. That was followed by parenting advice from Snooki, an antique pricing segment called The Ice is Right, and a dog fashion show where Coco lamented the difficulty in dressing a bulldog. While irreverent, the show didn't last long, airing only 3 episodes in August of 2015. It's not at all uncommon for one spouse to convince the other to try something new, but typically that something new doesn't involve inviting a camera crew into your house and broadcasting it to millions of people. This, at least, was the case for Ice-T, who initially was hesitant to produce Ice Loves Coco, telling the Daily Mail, "I've been offered this kind of reality show for a few years and I didn't really want to do it because I didn't want to ruin our relationship." But Coco saw it differently, explaining, "I was getting sick of hearing the negative stuff about me. I wanted them to see the other side, my family side, my wifey side." Coco ultimately talked Ice-T into filming a pilot for the show, and lo and behold, Ice-T was into it. As he told People, "As long as we don't have to be mean and do dumb stuff, we'll do it." Ice-T and Coco Austin's daughter Chanel was born in November 2015, and they haven't been shy about having her in the public eye. Additionally, in March of 2020, Coco posted a picture of the almost 4-year-old Chanel breastfeeding on Instagram. While it's certainly a highly personal decision to nurse at that age, that didn't stop a deluge of comments and criticisms from flooding the internet, according to TMZ. Of course, Ice-T and Coco are also incredibly doting parents, as Coco admitted to Entertainment Tonight that she enjoys dressing Chanel up in matching outfits. Ice-T told the same outlet that Chanel, quote, "has complete control over me, I can't lie." It shouldn't come as a surprise that a guy who made his mark writing rap lyrics and a model who carried a reality TV show would value communication. But as with so many couples, it's also very much the secret to their success. Ice-T and Coco Austin have been married since 2005 and weathered TV stardom, parenthood, and other pitfalls. But as the couple revealed to celeb buzz, it all comes down to being on the same team, with Ice saying, "We have great communication, and I think that you gotta stay on the same team." A lot of time, both people have careers and they kind of create 2 teams that potentially work against each other. You gotta stay on the same team. Ice-T went on to detail that he and Coco don't fight or raise their voices at each other. It's important, he said, to show people that conflict can be dealt with in a functional way, as opposed to the usual reality TV dysfunction. Similarly, no one should be surprised that a man who once started a song with, quote, "sex in the morning, sex at night, sex in the afternoon's all right," would have a high sex drive. Nor should it shock anyone he'd find it satiated by a full-figured, smart, and savvy model. But how exactly do they do it?
Whatever turns that particular person on.
Yes.
Figure out what pushes their buttons,
Yes.
and it'll help your sex
That's a
life.
good idea.
During an appearance on Watch What Happens Live, Ice-T and Coco told Andy Cohen she's totally submissive to the Law & Order SVU star, saying, "I think all women should do it. I'm a slave to him." Ice-T also dished on the couple's intimate life during an interview with Howard Stern, crediting much of their longevity to taking it a little bit further, just having a little fun with the build-up. Coco apparently falls into the category of obsessively clean, as Ice-T revealed during an appearance on Watch What Happens Live, telling host Andy Cohen, "Coco is also OCD, so when she gets mad, she cleans." We can only guess then that Coco must have been in a delightful mood on this particular afternoon in 2017, when she had a man with a portable vacuum cleaner cleaning the street in front of her. We're not sure if it was a publicity stunt or some real live next-level stuff, but either way, it certainly made plenty of people stop and capture whatever the heck it was that was going on. Ice-T and Coco Austin were married only a few months after first meeting on a music video set, but that of course was long before they were a full-fledged A-list couple. So in 2011, a more befitting, star-studded vow renewal was in order, held at the swanky W Hotel in Hollywood. Snoop gave a touching speech, expressing his emotional sentiments in an impromptu freestyle, saying,
So happy that y'all doing y'all thing in a real big way, especially in the city of LA. So I love you, Ice-T. I love you, Coco.
Ice-T's son also took the mic, telling his stepmother he loved her and bringing her to tears. No report on whether his speech rhymed. The vow renewal ceremony was filmed as part filming for Ice Loves Coco, but we can deduce from Ice-T's comments it was done for love as much as TV, as he gushed. The curtain drops, the crowd gives us great applause, and we were feeling the love right there. The couple, known for their matching outfits, leave the cute couple's costumes to the amateurs on October 31st. As Coco told In Touch, "This is the one holiday we don't really like coordinating because we do it year-round, and everybody else, couple-wise, tried to coordinate on this particular holiday." Make no mistake, Coco clarified that they both still dress up, they just don't talk about it ahead of time and have heavily coordinated outfits. Perhaps nothing is more important in a relationship than the knowledge that your partner has your back. And in Coco Austin's case, she's well aware that Ice-T will always be her first supporter, as he's publicly stood up for her time and again. When Coco showed off her new braided hairstyle on Instagram, many people took offense. BET accused her of culturally appropriating a black hairstyle, citing one commenter who called the look lemonade braids after Beyoncé's similar do. But Ice-T was quick to stand up for his wife, responding on Twitter, "Wrong for what? Braiding her hair? You sound dumb." The cop killer singer turned TV cop also defended his wife when some on Instagram took issue with her breastfeeding Chanel when the child was nearly 4 years old. After the story broke, Ice-T was asked by reporters outside the Paley Center in New York for his thoughts on the suckling scandal. His response, as captured by TMZ, was vintage Ice-T, explaining that Chanel only breastfed when she wanted to feel close to her mom, and telling the crowd, "My baby eats cheeseburgers." Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more list videos about your favorite celebrity couples are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.